Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Luigi's Mansion! Right around now is around the end of September, I think. Believe it or
Yep,
not.
this is our third week.
This is week number 3. 3 out of
Welcome
8.
to week number 3.
If you've survived this long into September, then congratulations!
You deserve a medal.
You do. We don't have any for you.
I
Oh
always say
no!
you're mediocre.
I think that was the first time I took pain in the game.
So the ghost bats are just kind of there. They're sort of there just for more annoyance than anything else. But they're kind of like the mice. They don't really, if they damage you at all, it's usually just 5 health. But it's not that bad.
Yeah, fortunately, Luigi can take quite a bit of a beating in this game. Also, those are the most annoying ghosts in the game. The ones that came down from the... I can't... They bother me so much.
Apparently they're called ceiling surprises ghosts.
I can see that making sense.
They have 0 health, but, yeah.
And this gets into a bit of what I was talking about earlier with the atmosphere. When you go downstairs, the music stops.
Yep. And I was actually just looking through the different ghost names while doing stuff. A lot of them are, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just fan names. So like, you have the Bat, the Blue Blaze,
Blats.
the Ceiling Surprises, Garbage Can Ghosts, Grabbing Ghosts. The normal, like, ones that we saw in the very beginning are just called Gold Ghosts. It's just what they are.
It's what they do. Behold.
These are actually called Speedy Sprites. We call them Blue Ghosts for some reason. Did this get away from you?
No, not yet. Good, there we go. If you don't capture them immediately, they can fly around the room like that. And if you fail to capture them once, they disappear from the game forever.
Yep.
And you lose out on that treasure.
I think the gold mice do come back once.
Actually, if you fail to capture a gold mouse, you can leave the room and come back and recapture it.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, but if you turn on the lights, then you can't capture it anymore, because ghosts do not appear when the lights are on.
Yeah. There is a period in the game where you do get a second chance, but we'll get to that later.
You know, that also kind of raises a question. Why a house like this, which is apparently designed by ghosts, would have electric lights if they don't appear when the electric lights are on?
I don't know. That ghost that you saw right there is a bowling ghost. It will throw a bomb at you for some reason.
That's what they do. Sometimes you don't question what a person wants to do, you just let them be what they are.
That's how you end up with Trump.
Oh god. Let's avoid politics in this.
Oh yeah, I'm just...
This is a celebration of happiness in Halloween and nostalgia. And ghosts.
Occupado.
So let's say you were oh no, it wants me. Let's say
these versions of those ghosts, when they grab you, I don't think they do damage, or they don't do it outright. There's a red version that will.
That's right. These ghosts, all they do is slow you down and prevent you from backing until you get them off your back. So Brendan, let's say you got like this haunted mansion, and you came to a room like this and found that the plumbing was still on like that. Do you suppose that's ghost water or regular water?
You can't see the fact that my eyes are slightly closed because I'm trying to think. I don't know. I would assume it's, water, but I don't know. If it was any other game, it would be like blood or Jello or something.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of other games that would do stuff like this that are a lot less subtle. And
Did we ever actually record? We recorded the playthrough of Eternal Darkness, right?
We did. We recorded the entire thing with A Demonic Presence. He was the one who was playing the game at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that entire playthrough is I think there's a playlist available on this channel that you can access if you want to.
it'd be a good thing to watch on Halloween if you want to shit your pants.
That game is an M-rated spooky game, so just bear in mind that it might not be suitable for all ages. But
yeah, well, when you said ghost bathtub, all I could remember is the
God,
one scene in that game where you look at a bathtub and there's nothing in it, and then there's a dead person in it, and it screams, and it's a jump scare.
Screw that scene.
Someday I kind of want to make a Shy Guy mask and just wear that to a convention. See if anyone gets it.
They'd probably be extremely easy to make.
Just carry a pitchfork and take a white sheet and it's gonna make it look like a cake. Hey,
don't do that. Oh man. I think this is the first game in which the Shy Guys are that you can actually see their faces behind the masks.
Really?
Yeah, it turns out there's just eyes. There's eyes in a black void.
I thought the other games they didn't have the masks.
No, every other game before and since this one has had Shy Guys wearing masks.
Oh.
This is the only game in which you can pull off their masks and you can see their faces.
Well, they look kind of like Jawas.
A little bit. So you know what? Actually, while we're on the subject of spooky games, let me ask you this: what's the scariest game you've ever played?
You know, I honestly don't know. Probably McDonald's Adventure now.
Beware the clown!
What the hell was it? There's... It may not be the scariest game, but, Penumbra was pretty good for a horror game.
That's right.
If you ever want to borrow, I think I have it on disc, and I have it on Steam.
I think I have it too.
Yeah, I may have actually sent it to you.
Yeah, I just don't have the guts to play it, because it actually is that scary, from what I've seen.
For those that don't know what Penumbra is, it's the precursor to Amnesia. Amnesia was scary in a sort of sense, but it's basically just being afraid of Jell-O. And I hated the ending. I actually, for people that don't know
Behold,
this, 'cause no one does.
Art.
It's art.
That is what I call Waluigi while he was still alive.
Anyhow, though, the for those that don't know it, I actually did a complete let's play of Amnesia. I didn't post it though because I was so pissed off at the ending that I didn't bother.
Oh, that's a shame. It was that bad?
Did you ever play through it?
No, I've never played through it, but I did like watch a playthrough of it, like back in the day.
Well, the endings there's a couple different endings you can choose. One of the ending is just waiting in a cell to die.
Oh boy, that sounds rewarding.
Yeah, it was totally not. So, if you've ever played Amnesia, it is kind of scary in some respects. The only place it really got... Oh, the other reason I didn't post it is because my audio cut out halfway through the game.
Oh look, there's the red
so,
ghost.
Oh yes, that one will damage you if it hits you.
Yeah.
But my audio cut out halfway through the game because I didn't have proper recording software, nor did I have a proper headset. So you couldn't hear me. So I was basically just wandering around silently. It was kind of boring. And there's only one section where it actually like super got me scared, and it's there's an Iron Maiden that's kind of sitting in a room, and I knew it was gonna scream. Like I just had predicted it, but I wasn't ready for it, and it was like 12 o'clock at night.
Oh god, a chair!
I wasn't. Oh god, a chair. But you know, all in all, Penumbra wasn't that scary, or not Penumbra, but Amnesia wasn't that scary. Penumbra was tense, exceedingly tense, and I think that's why I liked it. Like the enemies weren't particularly scary; they were just very, like, oh god, I hope it doesn't see me. Oh god, I hope it doesn't see me. And the darkness was your friend. They inversed that with Amnesia, where everything pretty much sees you and fuck the darkness.
So, in terms of Penumbra, you wouldn't say that it's the scariest game, but you might say that it's one of your favorite scary games?
It's one of my favorite horror games.
Do you have an absolute favorite?
Probably, oh, what the hell's the... I just talked about it earlier.
Eternal Darkness?
Yeah, probably Eternal Darkness.
Oh, by the way, important moment in the game happening.
Apparently, a small grate with holes in it can keep a ghost inside.
Not just a ghost, all the ghosts.
Yep.
So there's one other type of ghost that the game failed to mention, and they're called boos. You drink them and you get drunk.
that was a bad joke.
That was terrible, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not.
I really should go get a beer and just drink a beer while watching Luigi's Mansion. Now that is a day that is relaxing.
But yeah, as we were saying, there are boos in the game, and they're led by King Boo. So in addition to the portrait ghosts, the regular ghosts, and the boss ghosts, there are boo ghosts. And they are collectible ghosts. And by collecting...
You don't actually need all of them.
You don't?
I suggest it.
But it's worth your while. If you're trying to collect treasure and get money, it definitely is.
Plus, it's kind of a nice little thing in the game. It can be annoying sometimes, though.
You have to go out of your way to find them. They're hiding throughout the mansion in every major room. And
but I mean, as you're lighting up the mansion, it's kind of nice to go back and search through it and have something to search for in those rooms.
Yeah, it gives you a reason to return to earlier rooms, which is kind of neat.
And the earlier the room is, usually the lower level the boo is, and they'll get a lot of health as you go up. I think it's like 300 something health at the highest.
Yeah, definitely 300. I think is the maximum. Oh snap! We forgot to talk about something. The Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, right. So apparently,
wait,
as I was Googling...
Actually, before you do, I think we need to demonstrate how this works. So the ghosts are hiding in various pieces of furniture. And if you find them in the furniture, you can pick them up and collect them. The game says that there are 50 of them total. That's kind of true. But it's not really. And in order to figure out where the ghosts are in each room, there's a light on that Game Boy Horror HUD thing that you have there. Right now it's blue. If it's yellow, that means that there's a ghost in the room. And if it's red, it means it's right next to you. It's sort of like a radar. The closer you get to it, the faster it beeps. We'll demonstrate it in here.
I actually wanted to build a... first try. I wanted to build a Game Boy Horror with multiple buttons on it, so that I could wander around like an anime convention or PAX or something, in Luigi's costume, pressing the different buttons, pretending to like scan random different displays. Unfortunately, I'm broke.
Oh, you weren't able to put the thing together?
I mean, I haven't tried yet. I also don't really know how to program it. The main idea is essentially you can buy the clear cases on Amazon for replacement cases. Some places sell them, and then you can get an Arduino and the Game Boy Color screens and stuff like that, and you can just make a pseudo Game Boy Color using the box, or you can just buy an old Game Boy Color and turn it into one. But I don't really want to break one.
You would have to rip its innards apart in order to actually make it work as a prop, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah. Anyway, so Luigi's Mansion 3, we looked it up, and apparently a few months ago, it looks like there was a rumor that was mentioned that there might be a Luigi's Mansion 3 as a title for the NX.
What is the NX?
The NX is the next generation home console of the Nintendo after the Wii U. That's going to be coming out. It's the one that they're also going to release the new Zelda on.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, the open world Zelda. I think it's called the Breath of the Wild. I think it's what it's titled.
Oh, it's not on the Wii U?
No, it's going to be on the Wii U and the NX. It'll be released on both. Sort of like how
Because
Twilight
I
Princess was released on the GameCube too.
I actually never got the Wii U, but I feel like it's not really worth it at this point for me.
One of the biggest complaints of the Wii U is its relatively small library of games.
The new Star Fox.
Oh boy. Lots of problems arose with that game. The major one being that it's a very difficult game to play, allegedly. I haven't actually played it myself.
No, I haven't bothered yet.
But I've heard that... He's a duck, by the way. I've heard allegedly that about the old Star Fox game that got released, that it forces you to use the gamepad and the TV simultaneously. And it's actually really awkward to play.
A friend of ours was saying that the inventory screen is...
God damn it.
...is your controller, and oh yeah, the boos can, as you can see here, they travel around once you find them.
That's true.
If you leave them out of the room long enough, they'll find a new room and they'll hide again.
Yes, so the boos in the game, if you find them, they'll try to escape from you. If you fail to capture them, they'll move into a different room, like a hallway or another chamber. And if you leave them alone for too long in that room, they will hide in there.
But I think they can't go up or down. They can only go to rooms on that floor.
That's right. They can't go to floors above or below where they already are. And if you leave the mansion and come back, they'll return to their original rooms.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so they won't stay hidden in those other random rooms. Now, what the game hasn't told you yet is that you need 5 boos to progress through the game into the next room. But, you can catch more of them. There's a total of, like, I want to say 8 or so boos that you can find so far in the game.
I think there's one in the washroom, too.
Oh, you're right. But I don't think we can get in there yet. I might be wrong, though.
Also, if you haven't noticed, a lot of the different boos are named sort of a pun off of the boo. Like, this is Game Boo, there was Boo La La.
Oh yeah, every boo has its own name in this game too, and it's entirely dorky.
I think most of them are puns against the room. I could be wrong.
Not necessarily. They're mostly ghost puns. But yeah, so back to the other topic we were talking about a moment ago. There may be a Luigi's Mansion title coming out for the NX. That being said, it's only a rumor, and there doesn't seem to actually be any information on it from what I can gather.
Oh, there isn't a boo in this one.
Not every
I might end up
one.
getting the. I may end up getting the NX, but the Wii U didn't really seem worth it to me, only because of the fact that I kind of have a PC now.
Yeah, as much of a Nintendo fan as I am, I have to admit that lately I've kind of been mostly been playing games on the PC as of late.
Exo has been trying to get you to play Abduction or Abduction. There it was.
The game that was created by
The New Mist.
The New Mist. Yeah, I've really wanted to play that game too, but apparently the graphics requirements are intensive. So so Luigi's Mansion 3 supposedly is coming out for the
Goodbye.
later, nerd.
What in the?
No, we gotta go back. That being said, we don't.
You just like being a dick to these guys, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I've actually never seen, other than you playing it, I've never seen the lines for that.
I more or less did it because I wanted to see how they would respond.
What in the?
What the
Alright, that was
balls? I forget what I was talking.
Happened right there.
I stopped and started recording.
Okay. By the way, the thing you see floating around there, the candlestick, that'll come in later. It's a butler.
It's an evil ghost.
Is this the which room is this? Oh yeah, this.
Fortune tellers. But we'll get to that later because that's actually not why we're in this room. Yeah. So there's Luigi's Mansion 3 coming out, and prior to that, Luigi's Mansion 2 came out, and that's Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
I have not had a chance to play it because, much like the Wii U, I never actually got a Nintendo DS. Or what's the D? It's the DS with
It's the 3DS.
3DS. That's
Yeah.
it. I just have a literal the very original release DS,
And
and I love it, but I never use it.
fair enough. I have played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and it's okay. I prefer the original Luigi's Mansion. Admittedly, I don't know. I think Luigi's Mansion 2 was neat for what it was, but it lacked the same depth that this game had. Like, there's no portrait ghosts. There are 5 mansions, but there really isn't much in any of them.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It felt more like a spooky obstacle course than exploring a place.
Spooka course.
A spooky course. Which is okay. It was okay for what it was. It's just not what I was looking for in a Luigi's Mansion game.
Are these the only places that these ghosts show up?
No, there's one other place where they show up.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the projector room.
Yeah, well, that's more shadows.
Yeah, fair enough then, I guess. So, let me ask you actually, in the amount of time that we've got left, let's say you were designing a Luigi's Mansion game, a sequel. What would you do with it?
I don't know. I'd probably go with a haunted castle.
Jeez, what the hell happened there?
I'd probably try to do something like a haunted castle or more themed instead of just a mansion. Because like it looks like most of the, from what I've seen of Dark Moon, the mansions are basically the same time period as this one, which is essentially like the Industrial Revolution, the age of like the Breaker mansions. You could always do like haunted castle, haunted public restroom. I don't know.
So kind of more like if you were like going for like a Dracula style castle.
Yeah, well, not even specifically that, but something that's like medieval or even like the haunted stories of World War II. Something that's not a mansion well, I guess it wouldn't make sense if it's Luigi's Mansion, but you know what I mean.
Luigi's Hell Worlds.
Well, I just mean like different time period mansions.
That'd be
Like a
kinda
World
neat.
War II mansion might be nice. So the medallion we just got, by the way, essentially this allows you to use the vacuum in different ways. There's 3 different medallions.
There are 3, yeah.
This is the first one you get, and you need all of them to progress. This one is specifically fire.
That's right.
Which makes sense. 2 of the elements make sense, 1 doesn't.
Well, there are. I think since this was a GameCube release title, they wanted to see what they could do with the graphics, so they gave Luigi elemental powers. 3 of them total. First one is fire, and we shall use it to burn all the things.
You can actually use it to burn ghosts.
Yes, you can.
Can you use it to burn the booze? I forget. I know one of them does. But
No, you can't burn the booze, but you can burn a lot of the other ghosts.
Industrial flamethrower, go!
Welcome to Luigi Sets Things on Fire, the game. But yeah, exploring different, like, time periods would be neat. Oh, that reminds me of Eternal Darkness a bit.
A little bit, yeah. So for people that don't know Eternal Darkness, it's kind of like a drug trip, I guess. But it's about you have a house. Your grandfather, your uncle, or your grandfather died in it, and he kind of was dedicated to researching, basically an occult kind of thing. And
I think I already got this one.
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting killed in mysterious circumstances. The house itself is dedicated to stopping some sort of great evil.
Yeah, if you want to see more of the game, you can check out the playlist that we have on this channel. Anyway, about 20 seconds left.
Oh, you did burn a door.
Oh, I did. That's right. I forgot about that. So, everyone...
So, not all the fire sources in the house are areas where you can get one of the fire sprites.
Yeah,
Some of them
like
are.
that one is, for example. Anyway, we're about to end the episode, so this is Ardwick, and that's Brendan. Stay tuned. Good night, everybody.
On the exciting.